Unfortunately, I think there were people who did not want these results to be declared because, I mean, surely, even as we came to Bomas, it is only somebody from the moon who did not know the results. I mean, let's be honest with one another. I mean, all of us here, with a simple calculator, just with plus and minus, you tally the results. You didn't need a complicated, you didn't need algorithm, you didn't need square root or all those other complicated things. You just needed a simple calculator and you could add, and the elections were, I think, every institution or every organization that bothered to tally the results came to the same conclusion. Whether it is Reuters, whether it is Al Jazeera, whether it is NTV, whether it is Citizen TV, and all these other people, everybody arrived at the same results. So I don't really know what the argument is all about. When we came to Bomas, I think everybody knew the results. So we just came to fulfill a constitutional mandate that it has to be declared by the chairman of IEBC. Otherwise, in terms of results, surely good people. All of us knew what the results were.
President-elect?
Yes.
May I ask a question?
And then we'll come back to this lady.
Yes, I have two quick questions. The first question is this. Do you intend to keep your promises on the campaign trail? All of them. Do you intend to do that? And the second question is, from where you sit right now, is this your vindication that everything is possible?
Well, if I didn't believe in what I went out to canvass with the people of Kenya, I wouldn't have gone out there. I intend to keep every commitment, and in terms of what is urgent, what is medium term, what is long term. We know what to do in the first 100 days. We know what to do in the first 3 months. We know what to do continuously until I think we have a program up to the second year. So we intend to keep all our promises. As I speak to you this evening, we are vindicated that it is not the deep state and the system and all these other stories. It is the people of Kenya who ultimately hire or fire governments. I think that is the vindication that we all have arrived at. I remember the biggest question that I used to be asked by my supporters is, we are going to vote for you, but we understand there is a system under deep state that will not allow you to be president, that will steal your vote. And I kept on assuring them that I was the deputy president. If there was a deep state, I would know. If there was a system, I would know. And I think today, all the narratives around the deep state and the system have come to naught. I think people now know that it is the power of their vote, as is provided for in the Constitution, that the people of Kenya, it is their vote is what is sovereign, is what determines whether we have a government or which type of government and which type of leaders and who gets elected. It's the people. I think, bottom line, not that there were no attempts. I think with the time, you will know all these games that have been going on around Bomas. I think that will come out with the time. But ultimately, the people of Kenya have been vindicated that they are the ones who decide. Yes, madam. Sorry. Just one moment.
Mr.
I'll come to you.
My name is Njeri Kigamba from Kyoto FM. When you had the debate, did you talk about the insecurity in some parts of Rift Valley, and you tried to help and solve the insecurity issues. Now being the president-elect in the Republic of Kenya, what plan do you have to solve the issue completely?
We have a costed, time-bound plan on how to secure Kenya, especially the areas along the Kerio Valley, between Baringo, West Pokot, Elgeyo Marakwet, Samburu, Turkana, which are the real problem or hotspots, if you allow me to call it. We have a clear plan on what we need to do in that area. And as I have told you, we have arranged them in terms of what is immediate, what can be done now, and what can be done further down the road. And we will shortly be letting the country know the steps we are going to do to keep our commitment to the people of Kenya and, of course, secure the lives and property of Kenyans. That lady has been just one. Sorry.
You have said that the conduct of the Electoral Commission was phenomenal. But we have seen this evening that 4 commissioners have dissolved the outcome of the presidential election. They say that the process was opaque towards the end. What do you make of that? And how do you feel being declared president-elect in the environment that we witnessed in that auditorium today?
This election, to the best of my knowledge, and I believe a majority, the largest majority of Kenyans, know that there was no other outcome of this election. It didn't matter who was looking at it. And maybe we encourage those commissioners and even other Kenyans who have issues with the election. They know what to do. They need to follow the constitutionally provided legal channels of addressing their concerns. So what I am very happy about is that this election was the most transparent ever conducted in the Republic of Kenya. And I believe majority of Kenyans share those views with me. I think even, as I said, even as we came to Bomas, I mean, everybody knew what the result was, you know. Maybe the people who are disappointed this evening is the people who erroneously believed in the deep state or the so-called system, and they erroneously believe that the results could be changed. Unfortunately, it's not possible to change the results, and it's not possible to change the will of the people of Kenya.
The IEBC, do you think that places any legal question mark on your declaration as President-elect? And you mentioned that you think that the scenes of chaos we saw this evening were designed to roll back your victory. Can you explain to us how do you think, what do you think the intention of those scenes were that they might force you to roll back this election victory?
No, I said that the scenes you saw this evening, not a rollback of my victory, because my victory is in the public domain. I think to roll back our progress as a country, you know, since we slipped in 2007, we have made a lot of progress as a country. In 2013, in 2017, in 2022, I think we made huge strides in the right direction. And so I think it was an attempt to try and take us back to where we came from. The people of Kenya made a commitment that we won't go back. And I am persuaded that we will not go back. We will go forwards from where we are today. The 4 commissioners, when you say they are a majority, the people of Kenya voted. The commissioners are not supposed to vote. They are just supposed to declare the results. And it's not the commissioners to declare the results. It is the returning officer. So legally, constitutionally, the 4 commissioners pose no threat at all to the legality of the declaration, because the Constitution is very clear. The returning officer declares the results. The returning officer this evening, Wafula Chebukati, declared the results in accordance with the Constitution, in accordance with the law. Any other thing is a sideshow.
Can you tell us something about the economy?
Maybe I can listen to this lady one.
Yeah, my name is Erin Wangi from Capital FM. You've accused media of being biased. You've accused...
Let us not go there.
Yeah, what I wanted to ask,
Yeah.
the fear by the losers is that you'll be vindictive. Some have said they will flee this nation. You'll become the president of this nation. What assurance do we have that you'll not be vindictive?
I think those are figment of imaginations of people who are running away from their own shadows. As I have said, we do not have space and time to go backwards. We want to move the country forwards. We have huge responsibilities. We have 5 million young people out of school, out of college. They don't have jobs. We have 4.5 million people who cannot put food on the table. We have a serious famine situation in Kenya. We have issues of health. We have our hands full. We have no time whatsoever to go asking people, what did you say? We don't have time for that. Those are things that are behind us.
President, was this a referendum on President Kenyatta's second term?
The economy.
I think we have, let me say this. Let me say this. We are not ending this evening a conversation. I intend to engage you as media outlets going forward, because I believe in the freedom of the media, and I believe the media has a role to play. And maybe just to answer her in a way, let me tell you, when I criticize the media, it's because I believe in the media, and I want the media to do the right thing. I was told, let me repeat this story, I've said it so many times. When I came to Parliament first time in 1998, I found a senior member of Parliament called Paul Muiten. And he told me, young man, I was then 30 years. He told me the best way to support a government is to criticize it when it goes wrong. I remember saying the same things to our former Chief Justice, the Honorable Maraga, that when we criticized the media when they nullified our election, it was not because we don't believe in the media, not the media, the judiciary. It's because we believe in the judiciary. So when we criticize the media, it's not because we have issues with the media. We do not want the media to be biased. And in fact, just to respond to what you said, when I raised that issue about the media being biased, the Media Council itself came with the statistics, and they actually confirmed what I had said. The Media Council said the media gave 67% of coverage to my competitor and 30% to me. That's biased. That's all I was saying. So, and I think there has been some measure of improvement. I want to encourage you to keep. Continue to be even. We want you to criticize us when we go wrong, criticize our competitors when they go wrong, balance your coverage, and let's have a free and fair media. My message to the great people of Kenya this evening is that I am immensely honored to be the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya. It is something I do not take lightly. I know that there are heavy responsibilities that comes with being elected into this office. My promise to them, and they know me, I work hard, very hard. I will work very hard not to let them down. The trust they have bestowed on me and my team, we will go out of our way. We will spare no effort. We we will work around the clock to make sure that we deliver on our commitments and we move our country to the next level. And I want to tell each and every one of them, we will serve them equally, irrespective of who voted for us or who did not vote for us. This is going to be their government, it's going to be the government of Kenya, and it's going to serve all Kenyans equally.
Say something about that.
Thank you very much, good people.
Thank you.
Asanteni sana.